Welcome back to Baldur's Gate, Siege of Dragonspear, where we want to talk to all the dukes so that we can continue here. Let's talk to Janet.
Hello, I am glad to see you well.
And you? Tell me, how fares Imoen?
The intruder's weapons were poisoned, but Timora smiled upon us. The poison was weak and fatal only to the weakest of victims. Imoen's heart beats much stronger than that. It's worrisome that the palace was so easily penetrated, and to learn that Kalar's reach extends this far beyond the winding water.
What do we know of her plans?
Precious little. She claims herself an instrument of the gods, which gods are a matter of some debate, on a divine mission. As to what that mission is, it is as countless as the mouths that praise her and those that curse her. I am glad we had a chance to speak before you depart. But now, I must go. There are many demands on my time. If I do not attend to them, their number will only grow. Farewell.
Okay. But you're still here.
Hello, I am glad to see you well. The intruder's It's worrisome that the palace was so easily penetrated, and to learn that Kalar's reach extends this far beyond the winding water.
I've thought more of Kayla than I care to of late. How goes Imoen's magical training?
She is an attentive student, but magic requires a clarity of thought and feeling she struggles to maintain. Still, that's not unusual for one her age. In time, I am certain she will be able to access and control the Weave's power. But she must be patient and take the time to know all facets of the craft. Failure to do so could be disastrous.
You don't think I should take her to Dragonspear?
She'll accompany you if she wishes. You know her well enough to know she'll not be swayed once she's made a decision. But she's not nearly ready to use magic. While her other skills may prove useful to you, she's at a critical time in her training. Her past instincts pull her one way, her study of the craft another. Until that conflict is resolved, you will find her less than effective as a magic user or a practitioner of her other skills.
That's why she was reluctant to assist in rooting out Sarevok's minions.
She cares for you. The last thing she wants is to be a burden, but until she fully recovers and her training is complete, I fear she would be. I am glad we had a chance to speak before you depart. But now, I must go. There are many demands on my time. If I do not attend to them, their number will only grow. Farewell.
Okay. That was it with Duke Janath. Let's talk to Duke Elton.
Greetings. How are you holding up?
Well enough, sir, and you?
After Sarevok's defeat, I had hoped for peace, but it was not to be. I grow too old for this sort of thing. Once it would have excited me, now I am simply weary. A Kalashite monk once told me, every night is dawn's herald. The trick is to hold on to the memory of light until the darkness breaks.
They call Kayla the Shining Lady. She fancies herself the light that will break the darkness. I've been called many things in my time, Joe, but my mother was no dog. Names are just words, and words can be twisted. However, Kayla or her followers try to justify their actions. They are disrupting commerce throughout the Sword Coast, and our people suffer for it. Is it the people who concern you, Duke, or the commerce?
What use is the heart without blood, or lungs without air? One needs the other. To ignore either does both a disservice.
He's right in that.
As pleasant as it is to speak with you, I am required elsewhere right now. Oh, if you do venture into the city, be sure to take Captain Corwin with you. A talented officer, that one. She'll take care of you. Greetings. How are you holding up? After Sarevok, a Kalashite monk once told me, every night is dawn's herald. The trick is to hold on to the memory of light until the darkness. What use is the... Oh, if you do venture into the city, be sure to take Captain Corwin with you. A talented officer, that one. She'll take care of you.
Enter Silvershield.
Yes, what does the hero of Baldur's Gate need of me?
How are you, sir? How is Sky?
Better now that she is no longer under the sway of that noxious pig dog Eldoth. But only a little better. The girl is determined to vex me. She throws herself into the jaws of the world, not realizing the dangers awaiting there. I fear it will take extreme action on my part to prevent tragedy befalling her. So it seems to me, at least. I am sure she would tell a different tale were you to ask her.
She claimed Kayla was a shite of Baal. Do you have any proof of that?
After Sarevok, we're the fools not to consider the possibility, but always rumor and conjecture. If you two share blood, that's all the more reason for you to represent us, no?
Fair enough. What can you tell me about the situation in the north?
I have scattered reports, rumors, conjecture. It is said the crusade holds sway from the high moor to the winding water. The high moor and misty forest are Kalar's, as are the Serpent Hills and most of Trollbark Forest. She has much of the Troll Hills too, but even she avoids Warlock's crypt, so far at least. After her attack on you, I think her bold but reckless, willing to attempt anything to further her agenda, whatever it is. But for now, you must excuse me. The council must see to the city as you see to Kalar. Timora favor your travels.
What else did you have to tell?
What does the hero of Baldur's Gate need of me? For now, our paths must
those
part.
lead to the same
May
thing.
Timora favor you in your travels.
So, can we talk to Corwin? Baldur's Gate awaits you, Joe. I'd like to get my gold before we leave. The ducal pursuer of Phyllis has been holding it for you. You find him in the basement near the treasure room, if not actually inside it. I'll be here when you return. Tell me about the companions you located. There's a bard called Garrick and a pair of ne'er-do-wells named Sefana and Corin. They're at the Elfsong Tavern. The witch Dinahir and her bodyguard Minsk are staying at the 3 Old Kegs. So Elfsong Tavern, Sefana and Corin. A monk named Prasad is currently working at the Iron Throne building. The council made it a refuge for those fleeing sailor, and we've got someone named Tiax locked up in the Flaming Fist headquarters. Where Khalid and Jahira, Gorion wanted them to protect me. Reports we've received put them up north, enjoying some time to themselves after the Iron Crisis. You couldn't find Nira, the Wild Mage. She's hard to miss. Just look for the nearest burning anything. We did receive some reports on unusual fire near Borskaya Bridge. I can't recall hearing of anything similar recently. You couldn't locate Viconia de Via. I'm not surprised. I'm not even sure if I... that was the barbarian lady? The drow. Yeah, the drow. We found the drow in the company of a Durga, no less. They've been hired on the Dragonspear expedition. You'll see them in the morning, should you wish to speak to them. Can't see why you would, though. I argued against their kind joining us, but these are desperate times. What I really need is supplies. You want to visit Sorcerer's Sundries, then I can get you there. Good, I'll be back after I speak with us of Phyllis. As you wish. So we need to do Phyllis now, I assume. I assume that other thing is a scripted thing. No, Phyllis is here.
You are welcome here.
Oh Joe, oh hello, what brings you down to the palace treasury this afternoon? Well met, Phyllis, I embark upon a journey soon, so I'd like to withdraw my savings. You want your money, do you? If you'd be so kind. Yes, well, you see, there's this thing, in regards to your gold, there's a little problem. I don't exactly have it at the moment. That was 180k. And she just misplaced it? An entire room full of gold coins? That is troubling. A lot of effort went into acquiring that gold to Phyllis. It nearly cost me my life, more than once. I still don't know how it happened. The dog won every race it was in the last 5-10 days. It should have won this one easily, but who brings their pet rabbit to a dog race? I mean, really. You bet my gold on a dog race? All of it? Someone is really rich now. In fairness, I also bet all my gold on the race and lost that too. I can get the gold for you soon, very soon I swear. Please don't tell Duke Belt of this, I'll lose my post. You can get the gold, how long will that take? Please just give me a little time, I'll get it for you, I swear. I'll go right now and fetch it for you, shall I? Yes, I'll go now. I'll meet you outside the palace with your money before you leave. I should meet the treasure outside the palace main door. Okay. And that's locked. So, let's once again try this over here. He killed 2 this time, no. She, whatever.
You are the one who delivered me to this hell. I was surprised when you're nothing more than I expected. Pathetic. Now let us finish this.
Last time she panicked me, which was not good. Other ones are blinded. Can we... Spell is ineffective. Why is the spell ineffective? What other spells do I have? Dispel magic. It's an area of effect spell. Great, so we'll have to do that again. We're doing it now.
You are the one who delivered. I was surprised. You're nothing more than I expected. Pathetic. Now let us finish this.
Call was dispelled. So she should be, and the spell is ineffective. So that's not a magic effect. That's an item effect. Let's try this. I assume that won't work. I can't hurt her. I literally can't hurt her. I have no chance of hurting her. Okay. So we'll have to catch up with her later sometime. I'm eager to walk her streets once more. I'm ready to leave. Stay close, the streets are shoulder to shoulder with people. It's a cut-purse dream out there and in assassins. Head out the door and I'll follow you. Let's go. Shale Corvin Recruitment Drive. Captain Shale Corvin has been assigned to help me on my tasks in Baldur's Gate. I may find potential allies at the Three Old Kegs, the Elfonsong Tavern, the Iron Throne, or the Flaming Fist headquarters. Why is it always in Chapter 7? Can't it be in its own thing? Okay. Then let's go out. Wait, do you follow me now? No, she will follow me once I go outside. Corvin is there. Oh. No one will help me, no one will help.
The Flaming Fist is trying to keep the peace, but it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, we have a problem with many people coming here as refugees, which is not easy for the city. There's persons named, several other persons.
You are welcome here.
There you are, I'm glad to see you. Oh, Phyllis, you're bleeding. What happened to you? I had it, Joe. I had your money. Forget the money, oh Phyllis. Who did this to you? There were refugees fleeing the crusade. I heard one. She said she could return to the Three Old Kegs now that, oh god, that's hurt. That really hurts now that they had gold to spend. This Three Old Kegs, eh? I'll start there then. Get in the palace and find a cleric. The streets aren't safe, especially for someone in your current state. You're kind, man. Thank you. I will repay you. I swear. I just need a little more time and some healing. Excuse me. So we are supposed to go through the Three Old Kegs. I'm interested how the map looks like, if it has been changed.
I've no goods left to sell.
You've sold out entirely? Business must be good.
It's just been so busy with the refugees and all. Everyone seems to need twice as much as usual, and the crowds... Wait a moment. I know you. You're the hero of Baldur's Gate.
I'm called that, though the title is far too grandiose for what I've done.
You're the answer to a prayer. I've a bag of money, my day's earnings, to take to my moneylender. She's over by Sorceress Sundries. I was mugged twice trying to get to her yesterday. Could you take it over for me? I'd be so grateful.
I'd be glad to help. No, isn't that something? Fancy the hero of Baldur's Gate carrying your earnings for you.
Thank you. Here's the money bag. Please go straight to Sorceress Sundries. My moneylender works just across the street. Let me know when you're done.
Bother and bother, never a calm spot, never a break.
Lovely afternoon, isn't it? Yeah, different. Very much different. So this is the same part of map that we had before, but I think we can't traverse the whole map again. There's Doc over there, and there's Perrin and Garrison.
I thought life couldn't get any worse when I lost my home. Let me tell you, that's the sort of thought you should never think. The gods take thoughts like that as a challenge.
Need a place to sleep? Step right up. Plenty of room inside. My doors are open to all. You've opened your home to the refugees, an admirable act. We have a moral obligation to be generous and open-handed with those poor folk who have lost everything to the shining lady's rampage.
Generous? Open-handed? Ha! If we didn't lose everything before, we surely did after we enjoyed your hospitality.
Silence, you ungrateful. I mean, not all the refugees are as grateful as they should be, no matter. I continue on my mission of mercy. Am I to understand that you profit from the refugees who stay with you? Profit nothing. He takes every scrap we have left. Clothes, jewelry, trinkets. We carried hundreds of miles. Doesn't matter. He takes it all, and those who have nothing get no shelter from him. Well, how am I to offer lodging without some sort of income, huh? Feeding your lot isn't cheap, and their laundry bills outrageous. I have nothing to be ashamed of here. You're wrong. These people are desperate. You're taking advantage of them. When you put it that way, bah. Perhaps I could charge less, a little less. I still have to feed this lot.
You call that slop food? 3 people up and left last night, figuring they'd have better luck getting a meal at the Iron Throne. And that was after they'd paid you your blood gold.
If you really want this lot fed, go to the Elf Song Tavern and get me some provisions from Lady Eleth. But don't expect me to pay for it, not 1 copper. Get along then. We have to get food from the Elf Song Tavern. So even if I didn't talk to Corwin, I would have gotten the information outside here. So we had the Ducal Palace. That's the whole map. Okay. We have the 3 odd kegs, the Sorcerer's Sunrise, the Elf Song Tavern, the Iron Throne, and the Flaming Fist. So we're going to the 3 odd kegs as it's directly next to us. Yeah, it's around that corner. So that's an accurate map of how Baldur's Gate looked like the last time. Yeah, that's a very accurate map. That's exactly as it looked last time. And it looks like a really small city with like 50 inhabitants to 100 inhabitants, because there's no room for more. That's one problem with drawings of these pen and paper games. You always get like, hey, that's the big city, 500,000 people live there, and there are 3 houses. Or 300 houses. It still doesn't make sense. Like in a medieval building style, to have like a big city, like the big cities in these games are often described with thousands of inhabitants. It would have to be from horizon to horizon, the city. And some of these games do it, that they make at least one city that big. Then you have the problem is we once calculated that the traffic jam alone for the wheat to provide the main town of DSA, which is a German role-playing game, alone this caravans jamming the traffic would be like half around the continent, because you can't just the gates are too small and only 2 of the wagons can pass through at each time, through each of the 4 or 5 gates that they have, and it just would be clotted like hell. So our DM came up with some magical explanations for how the food gets into the city and gets multiplied by magic, although that's formally forbidden by the magic rules. But we had to do that, otherwise we would have had to deal with a starving city.
The 3 old kegs isn't far from here. There's a pair of Rishemi travelers staying there. Duke Eltan thought you might speak with them.
Okay, we should also speak to a pair of Rishemi travelers. Okay, someone named Lewis spoke, but I didn't see a Lewis. And I'm not robbing people here again. Maybe I just check. Yeah, that's locked. That's just for... Can we go there? We could in the... Yeah, this is clocked, but normally you can go behind there because you can get to the Ducal Palace that way. No, we can. Person named Eileen. And nothing more. We can also go through that passageway.
Keep a good distance now.
Ah, gods, why? Why? What am I going to do? Excuse me, milady, are you alright? I mean, obviously not, but is there anything I can do to help you? Oh, the gentleman, is he dead? He's my cousin, a refugee. He came to the city to stay with me, but caught a fever on the road. He was so sick when he arrived. He lived only a few hours before he died, before he passed. A sad tale to be true. Could you tell me why he's lying in that cart? I brought him to the temple, but a burial costs 100 gold. I'm 15 gold short. I don't want my cousin buried in a nameless pauper's grave. Is there anything you can do to help me? It seems strange that a temple would charge so much. Which temple did you visit? I'd like to have a word with its administrators. Alright, this clearly isn't going to work. I might as well tell you the truth. The man in the cart is my late husband. He was a drunken brute. Life with him was a nightmare. We fought. I tried to run. He came after me and slipped, hitting his head on the hearth. You see the result before you. I'd heard 100 gold could get a body taken care of at the 3 Kegs. With a fist distracted by the refugees, I thought I might get away with it. Your lot has been difficult, but you do yourself no favors in trying to hide your crime, if a crime it truly was. Please don't report me. If one of the Flaming Fist officers heard my story, they'd arrest me for sure. Just leave me in peace, please. No one should be treated as you were. I'll not say anything to the Fist. Oh, thank you, my lord. You've shown me kindness today, and I won't forget it. I agreed not to report the corpse in the cart. Corpse disposal. Of course it's not. It's not alphabetically sorted. No idea how it is sorted, and it still gets added to the same page as before. I want to see if there's someone else here. Okay. I didn't want to give the 50 money because they are clearly not ours. So Robel, Gold, Durla, Louise and Arcery. Louise spoke when we entered the place. Well, what do we got here? Just a concerned citizen. Is that right? Well, may you should just shove off before you get hurt. And leave you to your larceny. I overheard you. I know you're searching for a target to rob. And are you offering yourself as a pig? Now that I think of it, you got the looks of someone with a bit of coin in your pocket. Yeah, that's right. You tell him, Lewis. Yeah, how about you hand over every copper you have and maybe we'll let you go? You thugs and bullies, you'll not get a single coin from me. We were hoping you'd say that. Get him. I can't do a fireball here, which is my only multi-target spell. Let's speak to these people after we have been in here. Welcome to the 3 Kegs. Step through the store and experience one of the finest in Baldur's Gate has to offer. Do you have to stand outside and shout all day? Oh yes, the streets are packed with refugees looking for lodging. The Iron Throne building offers temporary shelter to those who can't afford rooms for themselves. I'm here to let those that can know the 3 Old Kegs offers excellent quality at a fair price. This crusade may be bad for the Sword Coast, but it's been a blessing for us. The work does get a bit tiring though. I wonder if I could ask you a favor. What is it? I've been shouting out here for hours. My voice is starting to go. If you're going inside, would you ask Carthera to send a drink out for me? Consider it done. Thank you. She's inside somewhere, usually the main floor, I think. I must return to work now. These 4 guys.
I'll await you here until you're ready to go.
Where are dinner here in Minsk? They've got a room on the 3rd floor, so I've been told. When you leave, don't move too far ahead of me. If I lose you in the crowd, Duke Elton will have my head. And we have to talk to every person here again.
It's always good to give a little tip.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How can I be of assistance? Tell me about yourself. Who, me? There's not much to tell. The tavern needed someone to run the taps, and I needed some coin in my pocket. My man's a sailor, so he's gone for weeks at a time. This keeps me busy and lets me talk to people. What can you tell me about this inn? The 3 Old Kegs is one of the oldest taverns in Baldur's Gate. Never thought I'd be working somewhere so fancy. Nantrum Baldur runs the place. I'd like a drink now, please. You're in luck, we have drinks here. Okay, that's brings up the menu, but I have only the gold that I need to bring somewhere. What are you? Never seen.
Can't hardly move in these streets.
Okay, the commoners don't have their names anymore, which is great. Lucilla, Nathbara, and Nantrum Baldur. Let's talk to this person, as she clearly changed rooms, so we could miss her later.
Good to give a little tip.
I could have a 2-hour stew ready for you in half the time, sir. Okay. Ah, she was going from the kitchen. No, that's not the kitchen. But this is where she is. Kathira.
Tis always good to give a little tip.
A very good afternoon to you. Can I get you something from the bar? Robo the crier working outside is losing his voice. He could use a drink. Mercy, we can barely have drink enough to satisfy paying customers. I'll send one out when I can, but it may be a while. Robo is working so hard to bring customers in. I'm sure you and the other servers have benefited from the extra hours and the tips. The least you could do is get him a hot drink. Alright, you've convinced me. I'll have the kitchen mix some hot lemon water with a bit of rum and honey and send it out right away. Thank you, I'm sure Robo will appreciate it. Well, back to work. Enjoy your stay at the 3 Old Kegs. So I can talk to the crier again when I go outside. Orton. You're doing weird stuff. I could talk to the bartender or one of the captains. I want to stop want to put a stop to this fight. They're doing fights.
You are welcome here.
Stop, everyone calm down. You there, you're the hero of Baldur's Gate. The title is a bit grand. I only did whatever anyone would have done. I'm sure of it, it's you. Can you help settle this? I don't want to have to call Iltha and the other enforcers. This isn't your business, stranger. Keep out of it. Why fight when you can drink? That's all I'm saying. Let's sit down and have another round. I know you, hero. You were mixed up with Sarevok. Everyone's talking about it. Why should we listen to you, hey? You might have the darkest soul in here. And it's Sarevok's threat. My soul's no darker than anyone's here. Prove it. Lend us a hand against the Amnian Delights crew. Violence rarely solves anything. There's no talking to a lackwit like Orton. Violence is all he understands. And you seem reasonable. Reasonable, aye, but also a crew member of the Amnian Delight. I'm going to beat this codfish cuddler into the ground. How about you give me a hand? Is a fight worth it? Your captain will likely find out, and I doubt he will be pleased. The stranger's right. We don't have the time to engage in pretty brawls. None of you have any spirit. Come on, mates, let's look elsewhere for fun. I managed to defuse a potential bar fight, which gained me experience. Greetings, I dealt with those rowdies for you. How do you got those sailors to stand down? I couldn't tell you. Take this bit of gold as thanks. Glad I didn't have to call Iltha down here. Much appreciated. Have a good afternoon, sir. I could also have taken reputation, but I think... Did the reputation count over? Yeah. Okay. It came over. Let's see what you have. They only have something to drink, because I can't stay at this tavern for whatever reason. I assume the daytime doesn't move, really. Okay. Lowered floor. We need to get to the 3rd floor. There's Ilthel. She was here before. And also that was a movable thing. Yeah, I remember that. There was something here. And they respawned it. Aren't they nice? There was a thingy where you could find out about that portrait. To the generosity of the Grand Duke's treasurer. So that's the group that...
It is always good to give a little tip.
I'm afraid I don't have time to talk. If you're looking for a drink, one of the bartenders downstairs can help you. Okay, let's look at this side then. And then we'll talk to the guys who stole my gold. They're sitting there with 180,000 gold. Where is that? Is there like a big pile of money over here that they have concealed by illusion magic? Oh there, stranger, come and have a drink with us. You seem in high spirits this evening, friends. Why wouldn't we be, with a roof over our heads, food and drink, more than we have had since the Shining Lady's bloody crusade drove us from Trollclaws? Tell me, friend, do you know a man named Ophilus, a chunky fellow, bit of a half-wit, but a harmless one? Ophilus, aye, we know him well. Shut up, Barali, your friend. You, friend, how do you know Ophilus? He stole some gold from me, but that's beside the point. You hurt the man badly, and that cannot go unanswered. Oh. Okay. Let us go straight to the point. The first point, at least. You may face several others before this is done. You have my gold, I want it back. Forgive us, my lord. Had we known the gold belonged to any but the Grand Dukes, we would never have accepted it. Return what you have stolen and leave your punishment to your consciences and your gods. We don't have the gold. What, you assault an innocent man for money and then you don't even keep your ill-gotten gains? The journey to Baldur's Gate was long and hard, and our time here has been no easier. We're skin and bones. This is the first decent meal we've had in 2 months or more. Our story is hardly unique, I know. Thousands who fled the crusade huddle in the streets of the city, cold, hungry and alone. We took the treasurer's gold, not just to keep ourselves, but others who share in our plight. You gave the rest of the gold to those who needed it. To those who desperately needed it, that gold saved many lives or at least prolonged them a time. If we must be punished for that, so be it. I'll die gladly, knowing I did so in service to a higher cause. And if we're not killed, I'll sell in the Flaming Fist will at least offer a roof over our head and a meal a day. That's more than many have right now. Your heart might have been in the right place, but what about Ophilus? You beat the man within an inch of his life. I can't allow thievery and assault to go on unchallenged in the city. Go downstairs and turn yourself in to Captain Corvin of the Flaming Fist. You're right, we needed what we took, but that doesn't excuse what we did. We'll turn ourselves in. Farewell, hero. It seems my gold is lost to me. So that's the explanation for why they didn't took my gold to the next game. If they're doing that with the stuff that's in the chests of where the Grand Duke is.
What is it, Boo? I've never seen you so... Ah,
Can it be? Is this the hero of Baldur's Gate I see?
It's I, Minsk. It's been so
Whose
long.
giant shrunken heart thrills to see you again, as does my own. How are you?
Worse now than I was a day ago. I'm journeying to the north. I was hoping Boo and you, of course, would join me.
Boo and I would journey to at least 7 of the hells and back for you. Probably all 9, but Boo says, Minsk, be realistic. This, you know. But we cannot leave our friend Dinah here undefended.
I wouldn't ask you to. I'm hoping she will come too.
Then do as the cats do to Boo when they think he is not looking, and follow. Dinah here. Someone would like to speak with you.
How many times must I tell you, Minsk? I'll not debate Boo on the merits of... Is everything all right? Why art thou here?
I need your help, Danae here.
What dost thou want of me?
I need help. I mean, I'm talking to Minsk. Obviously I need help. But more than that, I need people I can trust to join me on a journey to Dragonspear Castle.
Thou wouldst face the Shining Lady then?
She tried to kill me. She very nearly killed someone I care deeply for. I can't let that stand.
I know of this woman. There are those who believe her to be a daughter of the divine, perhaps even a child of Baal. She merits further investigation, and is the reason I still linger in the region. Thine offer is accepted. Minsk and I will travel north with thee.
And with Boo.
Of course. We would be lost without thy hamster.
Prepare yourself, Boo. We are about to embark on another epic adventure.
I really like them. Yep, they're leveled up. Great. They have joined my company. Won't you take your stuff with you? The problem is I have no stuff for you because you were not part of my party. There are many more people here. Let's see. Dinner here. Both of them have no items at all. Okay. So let's level them up. One additional weapon proficiency. He has maximum and two-handed swords. And maces. I can give him a longbow. 2 weapon style. He can use 2 weapons. And he is already specialized. So he'll be using dual maces then. Because maces are one-handed weapons, yeah? Yeah. Then I'm going for master rank there. Yep. Let's do that. And you will level up too, from level 1 to whatever level. She gets 2 level 5 spells, 3 level 4 spells, 4 level 3 spells, 4 level 2 spells, and 3 level 1 spells. Because I've had her in the party for like 5 minutes before getting rid of her again. She gets 1 proficiency slot, so she can use daggers, quarterstaffs, darts. She already has the sling, so I'm not taking the dart. So I'm giving a quarterstaff because I have staves in my over at my place. Okay, so they're looking much better. Wow, she's very much healthier than me. Invokers seem to get better things than the mages. What do you have here? Magic missiles? No, 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 no. She doesn't know any spells. That's not good. Okay, we'll look at the rest of the 3 old kegs and the rest of Baldur's Gate in the next episode. And we see us tomorrow with that.